the game could see the boxing voice.
Well, switching gears a little bit to La Bomba, man, tell us, when are we going to see you back in the ring? Obviously, you being with Al Heyman, we're excited to see your PBC debut. Well, actually, you already debuted on PBC, so when are you coming back?
I'm hoping to get something for September. There's a lot of big fights, 170 fights out there, and I'm looking to get made. So, I'm just keeping myself in good shape and working hard, and I'm hoping that Al Heyman gives me that phone call and tells me I get a Stevenson after this fight he has. So, just continue to work hard, and hopefully I get a big fight.
Now, you've been asking for Stevenson now for at least about 6 to 8 months. I remember seeing you in the Barclays Center, and you were saying the same thing. Have you had the opportunity to ask Al Heyman and find out once and for all, are you really going to be able to get a Stevenson fight, or do you have to do something in between that?
That's the fight I want. I'm sure, he might have other schedules, but I just got to continue to prove myself in the ring. If I don't get Stevenson next, I just got to continue to win and win convincingly and knock my opponents out and get the fights that I want.
Would you take it as a form of disrespect if they tried to put you in there with Arthur Beterbiev, a newly signed Al Heyman fighter, but is also promoted by Yvonne Michaels out of Canada? Would you take a fight with Arthur Beterbiev, maybe in Canada?
The fights that I want the big names. I want, Arthur Beterbiev is a very good fighter, and down the road, I'd love to fight him as well. I wouldn't take it as disrespect. We all fighters, and we all want to prove ourselves with the bigger names and world champions. I want a world championship fight. I'm ready for the big guys. I've done Stevenson. I know Butte is making a comeback. That's another fight that I would love to have. And there's a lot of big names at 175 that I'm willing to. I'm there. I'm ready.
All right, well, we saw today down in Texas that Chavez Jr. was having trouble making weight. He might not be able to squeeze down to where he's used to making. Maybe his body's maturing, and we saw he's been putting in work.
I would never get Chavez Jr.
Never Chavez Jr.?
I never get him. You know why? Because he can't beat me. He knows that he can't compete with a real 175-pounder. He lost to an average fighter on what's his name? I forgot his name. Fonfara. I think Fonfara is a tough guy, but he's average. Skills-wise, he's average. He's tough. Had a good fight against Stevenson, but I will never get Fonfara either because he's average, and he knows he can't beat me. So I'm not even going to ask for those guys. Chavez, Fonfara, I won't get those guys. But Stevenson, Kovalev, those are the guys that I want. World champions, and those are fights that could be made for me. So.
Yeah, well, the reason I asked that is the name recognition. We know his days are probably numbered, and we're kind of seeing a bad trend and pattern going down with him. But for namesake, that's why I asked for Chavez Jr. So would you be upset?
I would love to fight Chavez Jr., but realistically, I know that I will never get that fight because there's no competition. And based on how he has been behaving inside of the ring and outside of the ring, I'm pretty sure they're going to keep protecting him. And I hear stuff like, in boxing scene about bad matchmaking. Shit, if Chavez can't fight, of course, there ain't no matchmaker going to be able to protect him. So if I get that fight, I'd love to have it. Bring it on. It's not going to happen, but hey, I'm here.
Well, yeah, we know Al Heyman, he kind of interacts a lot with the fighters, and he lays, from what we're told by numerous fighters, that he lays out different options. So what are the talks like that, or can you speak on that a little bit about what they're bringing to the table as far as your communication with your promoter?
I'm working with Al Heyman on Dulabella as well. They have brought up my career really well. I got a big fight against Andrew Ward for a world title. Unfortunately, I lost in a decision to Ward. And after that, I got a couple of good fights, good wins against undefeated fighters. And I have faith that they'll bring a good fight for me to showcase my talent and get me back up at the elite level. You know what I mean? I could continue to fight these guys that are undefeated, whatever, but I want a world championship fight. Like my last fight, the guy was 16-0. A couple of fights before that, I fought somebody that had a pretty good record as well. So, I have been so many undefeated guys coming up, contenders. I want a world title against, I want to be able to get in the mix with the elite fighters, but it just, even though I lost against Andrew Ward, a lot of people, too much for not enough reward, so I got to get myself in the mix.
All right, and last question. When do you go back to Texas for training with Ron Shields at the Plex, and who are you going to be working with down there for preparation for your next fight?
I don't have a fight set, but we've been talking about September. So I'm going to be heading down over there on the 27th. I already got my flight ready. And I'm excited, man, to go back over there and work with Danny Arnold and Ronnie Shields and continue to improve and work with these guys, Steve Lovett and the Pin, Spilka. He been working with us now, heavyweight. And he brings such a positive energy, and that's the kind of energy that we need to be around and working with guys like, I'm telling you, this guy is just crazy. He drives me crazy, but he's good people. And the amount of energy that he brings, and it just goes from one fighter to another to continue to push each other to be better. So.
All right. Well, I appreciate the time. I know you're working Adam's Corner because y'all go way back. But is there any last words, anything you want to get off your chest for people who are wondering where La Bomba's been?
I've been working. I've been working back home, and I just fought on NBC May 23rd. I got a third round stoppage. A lot of people try to act like it was a bad stoppage. I didn't agree with the stoppage myself, but it was a fight that I was winning easy, and unfortunately the referee stopped it a little sooner. But it hurt me more than it hurt him because I could have hurt him. But moving on, and I'm just here excited to see my buddy Adam make a big step up on Showtime, Showbox. And he had a good performance here before, and he's just looking to do it again. So I'm excited to see a friend of mine that I've seen since he was he turned pro. And it's exciting to see him grow as a fighter, and seeing him go through Showbox, which Showbox is really tough. They always have really good match. I fought Will Rosinski in Showbox. Who else I fought? Which was a really good fight. Fought Buddy McGurr on Showbox as well. And I fought better people in Showbox than I think I did on HBO. So, not Andrew Ward, obviously, but so I'm excited to see my buddy grow up and become a better fighter.
All right, I appreciate the time. It was good seeing you, and definitely catch up with you at the Plex. So definitely tell Ronnie I'll be coming through with the Boxer Voice, and definitely check out the gym, man. So I appreciate the time.
On the 27th, so I'll see you.
All right, thanks. Rod signing out.
Thank you. Appreciate it.